Is hell real? This spirit says it is. Hear this Wonderbox spirit session from Huff Paranormal. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. And many of you saw my video that I just put up late last night. We actually had my first use of the spirit box, and we talked to the ghost of L. Ron Hubbard. Why L. Ron Hubbard? I live here in Clearwater, Florida, international headquarters of the Church of Scientology. I've had the strange feeling that Hubbard's disembodied spirit is here, and it seemed as last night that he did respond when I asked if he was there, and he gave a very typical L. Ron Hubbard response. If you ever heard any of his speeches, then you know that this either was L. Ron Hubbard or this was someone that was doing a great job impersonating L. Ron Hubbard, and we're going to do more look into that. But the reason I'm doing a reaction video here to the Steve Huff video, and I know reaction videos are supposed to be hatchet jobs, but this is not. This is quite the opposite. I don't know Steve Huff. I've never spoken with Steve Huff, but the man is a technological wizard. His gadgetry, his machinery for exploring the spirit world is phenomenal. This guy's forgotten more about contacting disembodied entities than I know. And I have great respect for what he's done. I know some people have less than charitable opinions about him. Well, you don't have to go very far to find someone with a less than charitable opinion about me. But the reason why I'm making this video is to show, and if I just had to guess, I would think that Steve Huff believes that there's a hell, believes that there is a place of eternal punishment. I don't know that. Of course, I was 20 years a pastor, an evangelist, Bible college graduate, and I would say there is no hell. Hell is a construct of the slave religious matrix. And the reason I wanted to show this is because it does appear from this video that this spirit tells Steve Huff that he's in hell. And this spirit, I'm convinced, believes that he is in hell. And this is why I have been given the task, and I hope that some of you will join me in this task, not only by sponsoring, but will actually learn how to do it and join me, help me, is to do what we are told in the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 that both the Christ and his apostles did. They went into the spiritual realm and evangelized people that were dead, that are dead and trapped because of false doctrine they learned while they were here alive on earth. And this is a perfect example. There is no hell. It cannot be proven biblically. It's a moral ludicrosity, and it just can't be proven. It's not real. And most of you that watch me understand that and agree with that. But why does this spirit think it's real? This spirit thinks it's real. This spirit is convinced it's real. This spirit is convinced that he's there, and he's convinced that this lady that killed herself is there as well. Think of how tragic that is. What these spirits are in is a soul farm. And I'll wait and give you a blow by blow, but I wanted to share this because Steve Huff's investigations have proven that these spirits think they're in hell when there is no hell. So there is obviously a place for my work, which I hope becomes our work, to go and rescue these spirits, help these ghosts. I bought a domain, ghosthelper.com. I wish I could have got something better, but that's the best one I was able to get. So let's listen to this a bit, and I want to react to certain things that are said. And boy, it'd be great to be able to work with Steve Huff on some of this, because he, like I said, he's learned, he knows more about this. He's forgotten more about this than I know, and maybe we could even bridge our differences in understanding. That's okay. We're not all at the same place, and we don't all believe the same way, but I'll just leave that there. Let's listen. Who is this? Whoa. See, the Spirit says he's below. Below.
Who's that?
Yeah, hey, you know, pain, Faye is there. This is great
This
text.
is Steve Huff. I come as a friend. I come in peace for communication. To bridge the gap from our side to your side, the living to the dead.
Well, let's help these brothers and
Are you
sisters
aware
out.
that are you dead?
See, this spirit knows he's dead, but believes he's even deeper than dead, believes he's in hell, and what he's in is in a soul farm. I've taught you about soul farms. We've talked about soul farms. And this spirit believes he's in a soul farm. Let's listen some more. Whoops. Didn't mean to spit all over you.
How long have you been dead?
How long has this poor soul been suffering? To him it seems like forever.
Can you show yourself in this mirror?
I would not be doing this at my house. No way, no how.
Can you show up behind me?
They're about to say something about Faye that I want you to hear.
Are you aware that you are dead?
You know, basically, this spirit is saying, can you help me? Can you protect me? So this spirit is definitely undergoing some significant duress. It has been for what to him seems forever. See, so this spirit thinks that Faye killed herself and that he and she are in hell, and they believe that they're trapped there. They don't understand the reality of the situation, and the reality of the situation is that their situation is not real as they perceive it. Their situation is not what they perceive it to be, that they can, in fact, be helped if they would just allow themselves to be helped. That's why Christ and the apostles went to the astral plane and evangelized these poor spirits that think they're in hell, that think they're in a soul farm. And Steve Huff has obviously got this down to a science. I hope to be able to learn to be as proficient as he is. And I'd love to have some of that great gadgetry to be able to use. And we're going to do just like we did last night. We are going to find spirits that need help. If you remember, we found those ones at the Pioneer Graveyard. I was asking them, do they want help? Do they want to go to a better place? And the one said, come on, guys. But, you know, they were not ready to talk with me at that time any further. And, of course, I was doing the role Ghost Patrol, which, you know, it was worth a try, but I do need to go back there. I'll go back there tomorrow, and we'll sit down and we'll actually work with them. And I believe that we're going to be able to get some people saved. Oh, but you can only save people during their life. Paul said that. Well, yeah, Paul said that. Peter and the Christ said, we preach to those that are lost, those that are dead, and those that are dead because of what they experienced in their life, and we preach to them evangelistically. Let me show you that real quickly as we close this out. Okay, we're going to take a look at this scripture here, and I just wanted to say, trying to be inclusive of all people, even if you believe that hell is real, this verse will show you that there is a place between here and there if hell is real. I don't believe hell is real. If you do believe hell is real, there is a place between here and there where spirits get stuck. And even if you believe hell is real and I don't, we could work together in helping those that are stuck between here and heaven or between here and hell. If that's your paradigm, that's not mine. We could work together to help them. So I just wanted to throw that out there. For this reason is the gospel preached unto them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the Spirit. For this reason, for this cause, the gospel is preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the Spirit. Let's see what that looks like in the original Greek. And of course, if you've been watching me very long, you know what this is, but there's some of you, I have a feeling, that are new. Okay? To this end, even to the dead, not the spiritually dead, but the dead, the lifeless, the dead mortal body corpses. So even to dead, lifeless, mortal, dead body corpses. Are we clear that this is not spiritually dead? This is dead, rotting, worms, dust, ashes, the whole 9 yards. So to the dead, the gospel is proclaimed. Evangelistically proclaimed. To bring good news, to preach good tidings, to preach good news. So folks, to corpses the good news is preached. Why would you preach good news to a corpse if there was no possibility of the corpse receiving the good news? Is Peter just down there, nanny, nanny, boo-boo? Is Peter just down there, ha! You're dead. No. He's preaching the good news. He's speaking evangelistically to those that are dead, dead in the flesh, that they might live according to God in the Spirit. This is exciting. The gospel is being proclaimed to those that are dead in the flesh, that they might live according to the Spirit. But why is the gospel being proclaimed to them? Because they were judged according to men while in the flesh. Even to the dead, the gospel is proclaimed. And again, is not accurate. Look at it. It's proclaiming it to those that are dead. That's what the word says. To preach, to announce good news. It wasn't preached, it is being preached. To those that are dead, and they were judged according to men, they got bad information from men. They got a bad judgment in court. They got a bad deal. They got a raw deal. Why? Because they were acting on information they got from men. But we're going to give them good information now, the gospel. To what end? That they might live according to God in the Spirit. How exciting is that? Steve Huff Paranormal, the Christian Whistleblower. I'd love to be able to work with him. I'd love to be able to use some of his equipment, because we are doing here what Peter said to do. And I wanted you to see from the work of Steve Huff that there are spirits out there that are in error, that are lost, that can be preached evangelistically to, and will respond and get out of that limbo and go to the place where they are supposed to be. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. We're all about guiding your own spirit. We're all about being your own guru. We're all about mastering your own ascension. We're all about unwinding your mind. We're all about unindoctrinating yourself. And we're all about being excellent to each other. And this is being excellent to each other, even to those of us that are dead. So I say it again. Be excellent to each other.